And I'm gonna be the Mandarin master one day. Welcome to my channel.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video. And yeah, I'm 10 months in. It's kind of hard to believe that it's been 10 months, uh, but here we are. If you just want to know how much Mandarin Chinese I can speak at this point, which is not that much at all, by the way, I really suck. Like, I'm still really bad at it. But if you want to do that, this is where you need to go. There's a timestamp in the description down below as well. It's a segment from the interview that I had with Sam. So she helped me out with, trying to just converse with her a little bit in that language. So that's going to be that. But if you're interested in knowing how my mindset and my approach towards Mandarin Chinese has evolved over time, and what are my future plans for the methods that I'm going to be using to improve in this language, this video is for you. Okay, so let's begin. I want to start by saying that at the very beginning, I didn't have a very I didn't really have a well-defined goal towards learning this language. All that I was thinking was that, as long as you're gonna do memorize for like 2 to 3 hours a day, you should be fine. And I almost did that my first month, I really wasn't focusing that much. Maybe I was just putting in about half an hour. But then, as I think around January, after New Year's, I was like, I really wanted to make this my goal. I started putting in almost 2 to 3 hours a day, and that went on for almost 3 months. But the thing is that I think the reason why that didn't work was I was focusing in too many places. With memorize, yes, it teaches you a lot of vocabulary, but it also teaches you characters, and I was getting really confused. I think there are characters that sound different in different, so it depends on in which context they're used. So it may be the same character, but it will have a different sound and meaning if it's used in a different context. And also there are certain words which may sound the same, but they have different meanings. So basically all of this was just getting me really confused. And at the beginning, I think it was just too much for me to pay attention to the tones, learn the characters, and just do all of these things together. So I stuck with memorize for almost 5 months. And then I realized, well, I've been doing this thing for this long, but I really can't learn the language at all. Like, what's going on? I'm obviously doing something wrong. Throughout this time, I was very much aware of what Moses was doing, like just going out and doing the level ups and actually trying to engage in conversation. So I'm like, just go buy his course and see if it helps you out. So that's what I did, and the course did help me to get out of my shell. What that course did for me was that it set me up in a way to start a conversation. So I felt much more at ease to start a conversation because I knew how to say the basic things like, hey, hello, can I please engage in a conversation with you? I'm trying to practice. So these basic sentences I think were core uh, for me to start practicing the language, because once you have like learned those very basic stuff, it will really make it easier for you to approach people because you're gonna have something to say at least. And then there are some things that you can just try. You can maybe just tell someone that, hey, can you like, am I saying it correctly? Like, is this how it's said? So that's where I was. So for the past, I think 2 to 3 months, that's what I was doing. When I was going out and I was trying to talk to people, what I realized that even though I had something to say, I really could not hear them, what they were telling me back. So and this is the time whereby I'm like and you can probably see like how my mindset is changing like throughout the time. And also as my mindset was changing, I started to change my techniques as well. So now I got introduced to like MIA, the mass immersion approach, which is by what's the name? Matt versus Japan. He was the one who popularized it, but I really found out about this Matt versus Japan through Seabold Speaks. So I'm watching their videos. I'm like, these things, they kind of make sense. Like, I haven't really trained my ears to hear the sounds. So how the heck am I gonna hear them when haven't done that much practice listening? Anyway, so around August, I think, August, September, I really started to do a lot of input. And this is a journey, like a thing of its own, because it really took me a while to find something that I felt was a very practical thing to listen to. Uh, so since then, what I've been doing is that almost every day, at least 1 hour of just listening practice. And on top of that, I will try to do memorize and try to learn vocabulary from that. But the thing is that this time, the way I'm using memorize is totally different. I want to make a different video for this, like how to use that app, because I think the app is really good, but you need to be careful about how you're using it. And you cannot just dive in by, hey, I want to learn the language and I'm just gonna learn whatever is thrown at me. I think there's a better way to a better approach with the app. Hopefully I get to that video really soon and I put that out. If I do ever make it, I'm gonna link it somewhere over here. Okay. um, but basically my point is that, when you're using that app memorize, try to avoid learning characters. That's what I'm doing. Like I'm avoiding learning characters, so just getting rid of all the characters and just telling myself that, don't worry about the characters for now. That alone really took off a lot of weight off my shoulders and just helped me relax a little bit. So there are a couple of things that I noticed when I did that. I was really paying attention to how the word is pronounced and what tones are there. Before that, I was just doing guesswork. I wasn't paying too much attention to it. So I guess to really sum it up, currently my approach is that I need a lot of input. So I need to be listening to Mandarin Chinese. And when I say 1 hour, I'm really underestimating. Like I'm just taking the minimum. There are some days whereby I'm actually studying 3 hours. Okay, so basically my whole thing right now is that, get a lot of input practice, train my ears, learn as much as hear as much as I can during the day. Some days it's 3 hours, some days it's 1 hour, some days it's even 4 or 5 hours when it's the weekend. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm learning a lot of vocabulary at the same time. So basically, as I'm learning the words, when I'm listening, I'm actively trying to catch, like, is this something you have heard? Is this something you haven't heard? And that's the approach that I'm taking right now. I'm also paying a little bit more attention to grammar. There is an app that I'm using. I'm gonna put it over here. It's a very simple app for learning grammar. I think the app does a great work at making grammar sound easy and not so sophisticated. So I recommend you this app as well. But yeah, so that's all I'm doing really for now. So that's where I'm at. I think I'm gonna get to the characters once I feel confident enough with the language. Once I feel confident enough to engage in conversation no matter where I am and just talk about anything, or just get really used to with the language, then I'm gonna start to figure out how to do the characters. But for now, this is my approach. Until like I hear something new, I find some other technique or something else, I'm gonna change. I'm open to change, but this is what I'm running with right now. So this is the place, I guess, I will put the video where I try to engage in a conversation with Samitri.
Do,
So
do you want to
it's
have
just
like
that,
a yeah. Say sorry, complete it.
yeah, like a small conversation. All right, yeah, I think that would be good because, technically, like when I look back at my timeline, when I started was in December. So this is like right about 9 months. Like it's been right about 9 months. Don't get into anything complicated. Don't get,
Very basic, very
yeah, all
basic.
right, sure.
现在我们说中文好吗？
好的。
好的，那今天怎么样？今天你怎么样？
今天很好，
嗯，
今天很好，今天我 oh my goodness, why am I so nervous? All right,
just speak whatever，就
okay,
是
okay,
随便
okay.
说，随便说，没有问题。
Um,
今
wow, I
天
don't know. This
okay
is really
okay
stage
今
fright.
天
Okay,
今
hold
天
on, hold
okay
on. I
so
need to.
okay, you can edit it as well. You don't have to put it just for your own
It's okay.
practice.
It's totally fine. You know what's the thing? Like I've never had a until now. I've never had a straight conversation like this. How
Ah,
crazy is that? Yeah,
okay. If you like
I've
it, you
haven't.
can hire me. We can
Definitely.
have speaking session. Like I really recommend at least have 1 hour a week
Yeah.
speaking sessions with a Chinese teacher really helps a lot.
Oh,
Okay, 你有
there was this
手机吗？你有手机吗？
Ojima. Yeah.
嗯，
Uh,
你有
我有手机，
啊，
我有手机。
你有什么手机？你有什么手机
我的手机是Android
？Android 是
Android
which 哪个牌子？Okay，哪个牌子 means which brand？哪个牌子
oh Techno
？Techno。
Techno
好
你知道 Techno
啊，我知道，我知
你知道
道，
very expensive 太贵了
真的吗？我觉得
没有
你在骗我，对吗？你在骗我。You're again
again
lying to
cheating
me.
你的我 wow okay
Ask.
你
You're speaking pretty good. Go on. 加油，加油。
谢谢你你我不知道
啊，你说
我
什么？
什么说。
你不知道你说什么？Is only to my students. So basically the aim of this game or this way is you put some flashcards with nouns on it. For example, you put 水果. Now you try to describe it like 这是一个吃的东西，然后这是一个吃的东西，然后 you can say 苹果是什么？Or you can say like you can just try different ways to say explain this word, right? Students
OK，
study in this place.
这是一个地方，
对
这
and
是一个地方，
mm,
呃
a lot of students
水
study
水是哪里
very good, so it's very easy.
？Yeah，
哦，这是一个地方，学生睡在那里，肯定是学校。Probably it's a school. And
yeah,
okay, let's see the
yeah.
next one.
I think this one is factory something room. What is this?
饭店
Um,
is it 饭店？
no, it's still something to study. Is it classroom?
Oh,
同学.
同学 yeah, it means classmate.
Okay, yeah.
So you can say it's a person like
这是一个人，
这是一个人，
这是我的朋友，
这是我的朋友，right? And how
我跟你
我跟他，
学习，我跟他一起学习，
very
我
good.
跟他一起
一起
学习。
学习 yeah. So I think these three words, three sentences are enough to tell, okay, there is a person, he's your friend, and you study together. 肯定是同学 because 同学 is classmate, you study together, like major
Okay, how about I
definition.
try to pick a card and I won't tell you the card, but I'll just try to describe it.
Sure, do that.
Okay, so let's see. Huh. 我我嗯，我要去哪里？我
嗯，
要去哪里？
你要出
我
我明白了，你肯定要去饭店，
yeah.
呃，嗯
Okay, this one is a tough one.
Okay.
This is actually really, yeah, this is a little bit tough.
Okay.
Um, 今天我非常开心，因为我去 outside，我去
啊，你去
outside，
外面
我去外面，啊、wind，
，wind
用
wind
中文怎么说
wind is
？wind
刮风，
刮风，
right？
非常刮风。那我感觉很开心，
Okay.
非常，what's the word again? Quad? Win
刮风，
用中文怎么说？
刮风，
刮风，非常刮风，我感觉很开心。
你想说高兴吗？高兴？No，
Uh, what do you say, sun? Sun, oh my God. What do you say,
太阳，
sun?
太阳。
太阳，我不喜欢太阳，我喜欢wind，
啊，就是天气。
天气，yes，天气
So
，yes.
you're talking about 天气。哦，
Yeah.
So, guys, that was the conversation. Just let me know if you enjoy this type of content whereby I'm just sharing my thoughts on why I'm studying the way I am, and if this is something that you find it interesting. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, help me out, guys. It really helps with the algorithms and does all that YouTube magic stuff, okay? But I'm gonna sign out and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.